Hello and welcome to the Universal Cat Distribution Center. I'm literally so glad you're here. I'm the receptionist. My name is Maggie. This is Don't Ask About Her, and that's Faucet, and this is a nameless entity. It's really loud. Watch yourself. That's the noise. Anyways, how can I help you today? You're looking for a cat. Okay, first of all, I love the energy that you're walking in here with, not you. And I'm literally thrilled that you're here. And I love your energy. I just want to say that twice. So you just like, it kind of sinks in, but also that's insane. And that's not how you get a cat. You don't want, we're a distribution center. We distribute, not even in a passive aggressive way, but let's look up what distribution means. Okay, maybe it is passive aggressive. If you met my mom, you'd understand. The action of sharing something out among a number of recipients. Synonyms: giving out, dealing out, handing out. Issue, issuing, issuance, dispersal, diffusion, supply, supplying. So I just have to say that all of those words, what are you doing? Kind of seem like us giving you a cat, and it's kind of without you asking. But that's not to say that we can't do anything here today. We can do lots of things here today, including kind of go over things that you're maybe looking for in a cat, that you would like to see in a cat. We can kind of go through your brain almost like physically and kind of peek in there and see what kind of cat knowledge you have at this point. Anyways, should we get started? Okay, I'll just take some like basic details. I will try not to Google any more definitions. No promises though. Girls. Oh, do you want a headband? You can have one. Which headband would you like? We have this one that looks, it's the one Potroast is wearing. It has like very beautiful and gorgeous shiny eyes, ears, and nose. We have these ones. And I have to be honest, for some reason, these feel more sturdy. We have these as well. Which one do you want? You want these? That makes the most sense, honestly. Anyways, are you ready? Oh my God, wait. You look gorgeous and stunning. What kind of cat do you think you would like? And keep in mind that it doesn't matter, because we'll just kind of give you what we think you need. But go ahead. Okay. You like gray ones and orange ones. Are you sure about the orange ones? You really are open to that? Pop off, queen. Do you like ones that have no manners? And actually, do you know what I have right here? An amazing example. Her name's Faucet. One time a visitor, whatever you are, said that the favorite child energy that rolls off Faucet is insane. And you know what I could say to that? Absolutely nothing, because they're completely right. Right, Suis? Anyways, is there anything that you could not tolerate in a cat? Getting on the counters. I'm not writing that down. That's literally crazy. That reminds me of in college, there was a girl in my sorority who had a house on a golf course, and I feel like that truly is the best description of her that I could possibly give. And she didn't like cats. She said it was really, really, really disgusting how people let them on the counter, and then she like would let her golden doodle like lick her mouth. And I love and celebrate that choice for her, you know? But also I don't, and gross. So you don't have, there's no behaviors that you will not tolerate in a cat. And I'm just gonna write no behaviors probably. You know what I'm reminding myself of right now? My psychiatrist has this exact laptop, and even on days when I'm like, even on appointment days when I'm like, nothing's that wrong, like, you know, I'm feeling good, she'll still be like typing so many notes. And I'm like, what the hell is happening? What is she writing down? Anyways, could I take a peek inside your brain? Just kind of see, kind of, maybe if you weren't telling me with your words your ideal cat, like maybe I could get in there and sort of dig up more information that you were not able to access consciously, kind of verbalize. That's fine. Okay. Thank you so much. I hope you can't hear that siren. Well, I love what I'm seeing. I can tell that you're definitely a cat person, And even if you weren't, can I say something kind of controversial? We would convert you. We would. I have an aunt who has 4 dogs and has always had like a lot of dogs. Like even when she was still living at my grandma's house, she had 2 dogs, and one of them was named Da Vinci, and they were both not greyhounds. What is that? Whippets? They were like rescue whippets. I forgot completely where I was going with this story. Oh, but anyways, cut to 2 years ago. She would have been 36 years old. I would have been 26 years old. Is that? Yeah. Gets a cat for the first time, finds a couple kittens, starts taking care of them, declares to us all, she's a cat person now. And I said, you know what? That makes perfect sense, actually. Perfect. It's actually crazy that you didn't get a cat earlier. You know, how a person makes it to 36 without becoming a cat person, you and I will never know. So anyways, I kind of got a few more details from your brain that you were not able to verbalize, to specify in a audio medium. No, that's not, no. Anyways, I'm just going to take some notes. And I have to be so real. My iPhone messages go to my Mac. I'm probably going to text my best friend back too. But you get it because you are a girl's girl. Anyways, you like ugly, respectfully busted cats. And you can deny that all you want, but your brain showed me that. It did show me that. You know, one of the first cats that I followed on TikTok was named, I don't want YouTube to demonetize my video, but PISS. And she was decrepit, like actively decomposing. I was in love and obsessed. Actually, I'm going to put a note in here about her, even though she has nothing to do with this. She should just be remembered. Anyway, she died. She died not that long before Pot Roast died. Pot Roast was my other cat. Oh my God. Wait, hold on. I have a story for you. Wait. Let me kind of just, if I could just kind of, let me just do it instead of explaining what I'm going to do, because I'm very famously could talk in circles forever and ever. I'm going to kind of massage some memories into your brain of Pot Roast. You really get a good idea of who I'm talking about when I tell you this story. I wish there was a way for me to like give you the memory of how she smelled. It was heavenly. Anyways. Oh, the story. Okay. This happened yesterday morning. And Pot Roast has a very small part to do with it, but you still needed memories of her. Okay. I'm at Walmart. It's 8 a.m. I always go to Walmart early in the morning. No, it was earlier than that. It had to be like, it was before 8. It had to be like between 7 and 7:30. Walking along. Someone like peeks their head into an aisle. Immediately I recognize him, right? But the thing about being at Walmart at 7:30 in the morning and seeing someone that you went to high school and also college with, you're not going to say hello, right? That would be completely unhinged. So I keep walking. Tell me why he calls out my name like loudly. Like not the kind of like, hey, soft that you could pretend like you didn't hear. No. It was so loud, and I was like, hey. And you know, we both went to, you know, the same college, and so we were talking about jobs. So what are you doing? I said, well, I did have an engineering job after college, but then saying these words are so crazy. To say these words, keep in mind the setting is Walmart, 7:30 a.m. My cat got really TikTok famous. Pot Roast. And so now I just kind of do that. And that is the sentence I said, even though that doesn't even make sense and it's not descriptive of anything and it doesn't tell you what I do. And it's not even, I mean, it's a full sentence, but barely. And he just kind of looked at me. So I was like, okay, I guess I'll go on. So anyways, what I started with was, yeah, she got really internet famous and then she died. And now I have another cat. And then I said, no, actually I have 3 more cats. And this is a person who definitely didn't need all this information, didn't want all this information, but got it because he did choose to say hello at 7:30 a.m. in Walmart. Anyways, then he told me that he had joined the Navy, and I was like, that makes sense. Actually, we've had very similar paths. And I tried to back out of the conversation like almost prematurely, because like I really got on like a roll and I started talking about Rocco and Rocco's 18th birthday, and like I was like, why am I giving all this information out for free when I didn't even want to have this conversation? So anyways, I backed out of it. And the thing about me is that I'll say something weird and not understand until like a really long time later. Here's how I ended the conversation. Good luck joining the Navy. Like that. Even Coupon disapproves of that. Whatever, pop off, I guess, you know? Anyways, we should probably get back to you and your cat needs and your cat wishes. Did you have a childhood cat? Or a cat, I guess, anytime before this? You did. Okay. Actually, wait. Hold on. Hold on. And what was the cat's name? Shampoo. I love it. I live and I laugh and I love it. And they were a tabby cat. That makes sense. When I was a little girl, I lived in the same neighborhood as my grandma and one of my aunts, and it was like this. Our house, my grandma's house, my aunt's house, and right here lived one of the oldest ladies in existence, and she had this cat named Liberty, who I swear to goodness was alive when I was born in the year 1995, and Liberty didn't die until like, I would say 2 or 3 years ago. Liberty survived. She was a purely outdoor cat. Liberty survived literally everything. It wasn't out in the country, but there were definitely like animals around. Do you know what I mean? I guess we can get back to you now, whatever. What would you say is your favorite memory with your childhood cat? That's sweet. I like that. Are you completely asleep? I just wanted to make sure she was with us, you know? Anyways. Is that cat dead? Be honest with me. They did die. That makes sense. We all die, do we not? Another story about my psychiatrist, who is a girl's girl who does get it. When Potroast died, I obviously, went to see her because I was lost in the grief sauce. And she said, well, first of all, I've told you before that the last time you were in here that menopause has made her kind of weird. And I say that with love and light and celebration. She said that we keep these animals alive, we go against nature, we give them extensive medical care and special food, and then the price we have to pay is their eventual death. And I was like, okay, that's not comforting at all. And then she told me that when she was, I can't remember if she said 7 or 9, but when she was a little girl, she found a kitten in the woods, and then it died behind her couch because it had rabies. And I was like, thank you so much for that story. Thank you. I feel 4 billion times better now. Wow, she really just curled up and went to sleep. I bought this because they sleep in, you can't see it, there's a small tan one that they sleep in every night, and they both do not fit in it anymore. I'm referring to Fawcett and Coupon. And so, I bought this pink one. But they don't ever both lay on it. They just still sit in the tan one out there and crush each other. Anyways, do you think I could kind of go back in your brain and kind of try to pluck some memories out of your childhood cat and just kind of get that warm feeling that you had from them? Or maybe draw it to the surface, She looks so cute. I mean, so do you. But her beauty is timeless. I mean, so is yours, but hers really is. She is very gorgeous to me. Can I have a warm memory to bring to the surface? It's gorgeous and stunning. Fawcett! She needs that. She needs it. You can have one of her memories, her favorite child memories. Bing. Enjoy what it feels like to be the favorite child. I was not the favorite child. I know because of my behavior, you think she was definitely the favorite child. My brother is actively the favorite child. My brother used to be so mean in the way that brothers are mean, more annoying than anything about how pot roast got all her teeth out and ate special food and like had such extensive medical care. And because, you know, he's a wildlife biologist, and he was like, it's going against the grain. You know what? Him and my psychiatrist were honestly kind of loosely aiming for the same target. And then he got a dog named Paul Revere, who the last time you were in here I told you about because he's so annoying. And Paul is allergic to stuff. And so Paul has to eat special food, and he goes to daycare, and he does other things that my brother never leaves him at home. Like wherever my brother goes, he takes Paul. And I'm like, thank God neither one of us have children, you know? I'm being so unbelievably serious when I ask you this question. Do you like it when cats stink a little bit? You do. Pot roast, she smelled like gold to me. She smelled like heaven to me, and I really miss the way she smells. By the way, you know who else had a childhood tabby cat that was named Shampoo? My therapist. My therapist, not my psychiatrist, who had a cat die of rabies behind the couch. And so, what is the extent of your caretaking knowledge when it comes to the feline individuals? What kind of expertise do you have? What are you bringing to the table? Coupon wants to know as well. You know that they need food, and they do. And you're so right. And actually, I love where this is going already, and I love the extent of your knowledge. And I'm just going to keep typing, mostly because I like the sound. Coupon and I are staring at each other. Whatever disease she has that makes her fight her reflection in the mirror, it's chronic. It's getting worse. It's progressing. Whatever diseases do when they get worse. You know they need food and water. Amazing. Can I tell you about... I'm sorry that I'm making this about me. It's just that I love to make things about me because I love myself. When I adopted Fawcett and Coupon from the shelter, it was at different times because they're different ages and they were in different litters. But anyways, they asked me, first of all, 0 questions were asked when I adopted Pot Roast. She was $20. The lady asked for cash. She had me sign no paperwork. She didn't... Stop. She asked for nothing. Yeah, there was nothing involved. For the 2 of them, both times they ran my license and as like a background check, and yeah, asked me all kinds of questions. And one of the questions, you know, Coupon's name at the shelter was very famously Popcorn, and they were like, first of all, that was the moment during that interview was the moment that I found out that Coupon was a neutered individual because I dropped her off to be spayed, and then when I picked her up, I like adopted her at the same time, and they were like, and why, what is it that you like about Popcorn? Why do you like him? And I was like, him? The problem with me is I forget where I'm going every single day of my life. In the lobby while these questions were being asked of me, you know what, actually maybe I should ask you these questions. Is that where I was going with this? I don't think so. But we can go there. Why do you want a cat? The deep and unending loneliness that plagues all human beings. That makes so much sense. How do you spell plagues? Can I say one thing? Me too. Me too. What if, and this is a hypothetical, we gave you 2 cats at once? How would you handle that? You would live and you would laugh and you would love it. Exactly. Okay, it's a big yes. It's a big yes from all involved. Coupon? It might be a no from Coupon. It's so hard to tell with her. Do not knock over the tripod. Look at me. I'm so serious. This isn't a game to me, Supin. It's kind of a game. Popcorn. That's not her name. Don't call her that. I can't see it if you can see it down this hallway. You can't go back there. You cannot go back there, but just if you look, I put together a cardboard log cabin. Oh, she's trying to sleep on the dirty clothes. She loves that. She loves that. They're in a hamper. Don't be weird. Anyways, if you were gonna move, would you take the cat with you? Yes, you would. Good, because there's no other answers. If you had said no, I would have been like, get out of here. That's what I would have been like. Every time I type, I'm forced to remember my keyboard computer teacher in elementary school, who was like mad annoying. Made us learn with, you know, when they would put those covers over the letters, like the bright orange ones, so you couldn't see the letters, so you had to like learn where to type just based on where they were. And we had to type this one sentence over and over again that had all the letters in it. It was like, the quick brown fox did something. I don't know. But anyways, thanks to that person, I'm an amazing receptionist, you know? That and my ability to speak for hours on end without really saying anything, you know? Oh, I forgot to text my best friend back. Do you want to hear what we're doing? Her and I, one thing about us, we're going to do a bit. We're gonna do a bit. Oh, I remember what I was going to do. I'll kind of scratch, try to dig up and see what other knowledge you have, and maybe even try to imbue some of my own knowledge about cats. And then I'll tell you what her and I are doing. Okay. What did I just say? Do not chew on that. Whatever. It's like, whatever. Okay. So, for background, her and I both grew up in Kansas City. And the Universal Cat Distribution Center exists in a place that doesn't have space or time, but also it is near Kansas City. And anyways, we didn't go to the same high school, but we actually knew each other before we went to college. And there was this guy at her high school, and we both had like a flirtationship with him. I don't know. It doesn't matter. We were 18 years old. And for some reason, whatever way his brain is diseased, when he comes home for the holidays, I honestly don't know where he lives now, but she lives in Denver, but she comes home for the holidays, and so does he. Like, he'll hit me up or he'll hit her up, and like, that's just a crazy thing to do when you know that we are best friends, and we've been best friends since the year 2013. So anyways, we were thinking of funny bits we could do, and she suggested we should send him the exact message at the exact same time, trying to get ahead of the, do you want to hang out during Thanksgiving break or whatever nonsense. So here's our idea. And it actually kind of unfolded naturally. I was like, you know what, I'll go and follow him on Instagram, go through his Instagram, try to get more information for what bit we can do. And my Instagram name doesn't have my name on it, and my profile picture isn't my face. And So he screenshot the profile, sent it to her. I hope you care about this story because I'm not going to stop it. I said, who is this? And she said, oh, you know who it is. He said, okay, he added me back. He DM'd me immediately. Here's what he said. And keep in mind, this is not a full sentence and it's not even an interesting half of a sentence. So random, LOL. So anyways, look through his Instagram this morning, unfollow him. And I wasn't going to reply because once again, that's not a complete sentence. It's not a question. It's not even a prompt to answer. And, oh, but I replied anyways. What did I say? Hold on, let me look. I want to tell you exactly what I said. Just wanted to have a look around, period. I'm good now. And then I unfollowed him. And here's what her and I are going to do as next steps. We think he's going to screenshot and send it to her. And we think he's going to be like, what is this? And here's our plan. And keep in mind, her and I, we do this because we love it. It's our passion. It's our doing bits like this is, we love it. So even if like he just blocks me or thinks I'm insane or something, we're still having fun. Just keep that in mind. So anyways, in our minds, we're like, okay, if he sends you a screenshot of that, you should be like, what do you want me to say? She had her look around and she's done now. Anyways, that's what I'm texting her back about right now. Anyways, if you have any ideas for bits for us to do on men that we don't particularly like, let me know. Let me know. Okay. I think I have got, honestly, enough information from you, and the universe only knows that you have received enough information from me. So I think I'm going to scratch your brain, kind of try to get like scrapes of last knowledge that might help us distribute a cat to you. Oh my God. She'll keep going like that for hours. She doesn't care. Anyways, and let me just put some good energy. You know, you should leave the Universal Cat Distribution Center feeling happy and relaxed. Okay. Bing. Bing. Thank you for coming today. I do have a very realistic purr. Thank you for noticing. Okay. I love you. Thank you for coming here. I hope to see you again soon, and I hope to get a cat to you soon. Okay. Love you. Bye.